But I really feel like if we get a team back to Montreal, that the support would definitely be there.
Should point out the Blue Jays did donate $250,000 to the Montreal Children's Hospital earlier today. Blue Jays and Mets will tee up. Expos Nation descending on Olympic Stadium for the first time in 10 years.
I think if the Olympic Stadium is full, I think we could have a team back if we have a stadium and a lot of people that will be able to give some money to be able to pay the players, because I think it's becoming really expensive. In Quebec, we have the same problem with the Nordics. We want them back, but we need a new Colisée, what is being built. And here, I think it's the same thing. I think the Olympic Stadium is too big to have like 50,000 every day for baseball, but if you get a smaller stadium, I think it would be great to have a baseball team here. And I hope the Major League Baseball will get back the team here.
How long have you been a fan of the team?
Well, as long as I can remember. I mean, I can remember coming to Olympic Stadium right from the early days in the late 70s, and with my father, who's gone now, and so it's really something that brings you back, and it's a family kind of thing that we went through together. Blue Monday, and Mike Schmidt home runs and things like that, all the way through the '94 team that unfortunately we lost, but it's fun to share it now with my daughters and to bring it back. And I've brought them to Fenway Park 11, 12 times in the last few years, but they've never been to Olympic Stadium, so it's fun to kind of bring that back and to rekindle those family kind of memories and relationships with my family.
Were you at the game yesterday?
Yeah, I was here last night, and it was exciting. It was emotional. It was sad. It was, nostalgic. All the emotions kind of ran through, and it was a lot of fun. I think Montreal did a great job, and I hope that it's the beginning of a longer term type of relationship.
So, what would you say to MLB and to Bud Selig, I suppose, specifically, in terms of getting this team or a team back into Montreal?
Well, just that Montreal is a major league city. We went through some tough times that wasn't all of our own doing. Sure, the fans stayed away for a while, but it was difficult. We were in almost an abusive relationship, and it was something that you don't realize how much you miss something until it's gone. And I think people have realized that now, and I think it's time now to begin that process of bringing a team back to Montreal.
We want to support baseball. We'd like baseball to be in Montreal all the time, and thought we'd come up. It's a good little getaway, and it's a real treat to have baseball back here for the first time in 10 years. Look at the ticket sales, look at the attendance, look at the people that have attended all the rallies and events that have been happening in Montreal over the last couple of days, and I think the proof is there. If we can get the corporate sponsorship, I think that baseball can fly definitely in Montreal again, and the crowds will show up. They're here. You have an owner that's invested in the team, not named Jeffrey Loria, and I'm sure that there'll be a lot of people that come around, and a lot of season ticket sales. And Montreal is a passionate fan base, and you treat the fans right, and they'll treat you right.
The thing about the Expos was they had so many great teams. The developed farm system coming here, even though near the end the stadium was an excuse. Well, in the 70s it wasn't an excuse, because we had 40, 50,000 fans a game, and seeing all the great players from Carter to Staub, though everybody, it was just a thrill to come to games. Yeah.
And what does this series mean for you? How do you feel about what's been going on here today and yesterday?
I think it's fantastic what Warren Cromartie's trying to do. I'm not a Blue Jay fan by any stretch, but I'm here to celebrate baseball. Those guys that played were the best team in baseball, and I think they deserve to be honored. I know we can't give them a World Series. Maybe they wouldn't have won it, but they were the best. I think the momentum of them winning would have brought a new stadium to downtown Montreal, which is where you need to put a stadium. This city deserves another chance. You gave Washington 4 chances to get it right in Washington, and not a 68-cent dollar anymore. The economics are better, but it's got to be downtown, middle of downtown. Look what it did for the Montreal Alouettes. They wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for McGill Stadium, and I think it can be done, hopefully in my lifetime.